send them a message on Tuesday. Anybody here from the Tea Party? Anybody here from the Republican Party? We're going to send them a message on Tuesday so loud and so clear that they can't run from it. Anybody here want to send the president a message? People have asked me, they said, it sounds like you're running against the president. Yeah? People say, why don't you bring up your opponents' names in your speeches? And I say, who? We are running. The president is the leader of the country at this time, and in him we are displeased. His agenda, his vision for the country is not what we want. We want to hear somebody again talk about what Reagan talked about. Yeah. When President Reagan stood up and said, government is not the solution to our problems, government is the problem. It's about who we believe in. Do we believe in the people of Kentucky, or do we somehow think that people in Washington are smarter than we are? I believe in the individual entrepreneur, the individual Kentucky business owner, man and woman, black and white, you name it. In Kentucky, we can do it. We have to believe in ourselves again. And unfortunately, it's so much now that government has the answers. But the thing is that government doesn't have anything they don't first take from us. And they really don't have any savings. It's not like they can say, we're going to have a stimulus package because we have all this savings. We have to ask the hard questions. Where does the money come from? We're in hock to China to the tune of $800 billion. Japan, $700 billion. We won the Cold War, and yet we owe the Russians $147 billion. For goodness sakes, we owe Mexico $22 billion. We have to do something. We can, but we must believe in ourselves again. Senator McConnell has done a great job stemming the tide. But he needs reinforcements, and we need it soon. I've often said there's a day of reckoning coming. And dutifully, the media runs up and say, oh, you think the end of the world's coming? Are you saying there's an apocalypse? And I say, no, I don't think the Mayans were entirely right. But I do think our problems are imminent in the sense that we've been doing this for a generation now, spending money we don't have. We have to stand up and say enough's enough, and let's have the belief and the strength to say we can do it here in Kentucky, but let's keep the money in Kentucky and not send it to Washington. It's not over till it's over, though. It's not over till the polls close on Tuesday. And I've heard Andy say, what we'd like to hear is the first news they report of the night is Andy Barr pulls an upset. And if Andy Barr wins, I think I can win too. How big a year is it? Todd Lowley's got a chance in Louisville, okay? How big a year is it? I was over in Henderson. It's a majority Democrat county. We had over 200 people there. I was in Hopkins County the other day, majority Democrat, never elected a state senator as a Republican, and Jack Whitfield's got a chance over there. I was in Owensboro the other day, and right after I heard the bad news that somebody came up to me and said, you know what, Obamacare is going to put me out of business because I'll have a $200,000 fine. I did hear the next news was, guess what, Joe Bowen might be the first Republican ever to win in Owensboro. And we like Alice Forgy Carr because you know what, she was originally, and her family was originally from down in Lewisburg. Yes. And we know about Lewisburg. That's where my wife's family's from. So we want Alice Forgy Carr to win also. I can't tell you how honored I am to be the Republican nominee. We have fought hard for a year and a half. We think we have a chance. Let's push it over the top in 3 more days. Thank you very much.
This concludes the program except for my old Kentucky home. Are you ready? The sun shines bright on my old Kentucky home. 'Tis summer, the people are gay. The corn tops ripe and the meadows in the bloom, while the birds make music all the day. The young folks roll on the little cabin floor, all merry, all happy and bright. By and by hard times comes a knocking at the door, then my old Kentucky home, good night. Weep no more, my lady, oh weep no more today. We will sing one song for my old Kentucky home, for my old Kentucky home.